ISRT FM, we are privileged tonight to talk to Canadian actor, comedian, voice artist, screenwriter, and film producer. Wow, Seth Rogen.
Sounds more impressive on paper than it does.
Seth, as you already know, he stars in the movie Green Hornet, opening actually tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Seth, before we jump into the Green Hornet, let's learn a bit more about you. Started out doing comedy at 12 years old. Seth, how did you know that you were a comedian?
I wasn't an athlete, so I figured comedy could be a way to go. I don't know. I think I'm very fortunate in that I always kind of knew what I wanted to do. I remember thinking that if you could be a comedian and you could tell jokes for a living, why would you try to do anything else? And that was pretty much it. And it seemed very obtainable. I remember thinking like, well, if I want to be an actor, I don't know how to do that. And if I want to be a writer, I don't know how to do that. But if you want to be a comedian, then you can just go to a comedy club and you ask them to get on stage and you can do that. So to me, it just seemed like something that was possible more than anything.
Wow, that is amazing because you had no fears or anything like that. You had legitimate material and everything because normally 12, 13 years old and 12, 13 years old, it's a kid that's in the class, it's disrupting the class,
yeah.
It's in the office.
I was also that kid. Yeah, that was me also, but I would also write jokes.
That's outstanding. Well, welcome you to Asia. You've been here for 24 hours or so?
I've been in Asia for 2 weeks now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure you and Jay talked about Taiwan before your arrival here.
Yes.
Is pretty much as he discussed with you? Is it?
Yeah, I mean, it's really awesome here. I mean, he actually didn't explain it that much. He kind of, he would just talk about how great it was and all the cool stuff that he had here and all the good restaurants there were, and he wasn't lying about any of that stuff.
I'll bet he showed you things that nobody else sees. Because you and he have developed a camaraderie by now.
I saw his Batmobile. I don't know if a lot of people see that, but he owns a Batmobile, and he showed it to me, which was pretty amazing. I couldn't sit in it, though. He wouldn't let me sit in it.
We'll find out about Jay now, things we didn't even know about.
Yeah.
Now, how have you enjoyed the food and that type of thing so far?
I've really enjoyed the food. It's been very good here. I like Shanghai food, which they have a lot of here. So.
Now, you and Evan Goldberg, your co-writing partner and childhood friend, I understand you've been thinking about doing this film for a while. Why did you pick the Green Hornet of all the action characters?
A few reasons. The fact that it's not a very well-known character to us was actually very appealing. I think if you're doing something like Batman or Thor, people know a lot about it and they have a very specific set of expectations going into the movie. But with this movie, people really didn't know that much about it, so it really gave us a lot of creative freedom to reimagine it and reinvent it to more tell the kind of story that we wanted to tell, which was a story about a hero and a sidekick. Which was the other reason that we thought it was a good idea, because of all the comic book properties there are out there, this is the only one where the sidekick is far more well known than the hero in a lot of ways, and to us that was also a very appealing element.
It is fun. ISRT talking to the Green Hornet, also known as Seth Rogen, who has been involved in some great films, including Donnie Darko, You and Me, You, Me and Dupree, Zach, and Mary Make a Porno. Seth, this one I've never heard of. Observe and Report.
Oh, that's one of the best ones I've done. It's amazing, that movie. You should check it out. It's really, really awesome.
The 40-Year-Old Virgin, Knocked Up, Superbad, Pineapple Express, and most recently Funny People, other than the Green Hornet, of course. Seth in town promoting his latest box office #1. Congratulations, Seth.
Thanks.
You're getting used to that, though. That's happened how many times?
It's happened a few times, but it also hasn't happened quite a few times. So anytime it does happen, I feel very, very fortunate. It's actually the last 3 movies I did not open that well, so it's very nice to have one that opened very well.
When you hear the news, what's your feeling immediately? Box office #1, Seth, you did it again. Or you go nuts?
It's a relief more than anything. I think, thank God, I don't have to kill myself now, and they'll let me make another movie, which is all I really care about.
So you bring a realness to your various roles that make you especially, and I call it a viewer's actor, because I can sit there and I don't need to go through a lot of cerebral things. I could sit there and relate. I feel like whatever your response to things, whatever you do, your next action, I'm thinking, oh, I did that too.
Oh, thanks.
Now, you do improvise a lot. I understand
Yeah.
that's something you like to do a lot. Did that take place a lot in this movie?
It did, actually. You know, we really wanted it to have a loose feel, and we thought that the idea of, you know, a superhero movie that was improvisational was something that we'd never seen before, and generally, you know, they're very rigid feeling, and the dialogue doesn't feel that natural, and we thought that if you could deliver a big action movie, but one with a very naturalistic feel, then that would be something that I would be really interested in seeing.
And it came off that way. It looked very natural the whole time.
Great.
As if you guys didn't have a script. And the thing is how you, well, let me get to the next question first, because when you were writing the script for The Green Hornet, did you know what kind of character you wanted to cast as Kato? Did you have anything to do with that?
Yeah, we had a lot to do with it. We knew that Kato just had to be a lot cooler than me. That was pretty much all we had set in stone. But aside from that, we really were open in a lot of ways to what it could be. I mean, that we really were open to rewriting the role a lot for whoever we found and who seemed good. And when we found Jay, it just seemed perfect. It really it kind of satisfied all the things that we were looking for, and then some.
He brings a very extreme coolness.
Exactly.
Is that pretty much what you were looking for?
Yeah, coolness would have been helpful, but he actually was way cooler than we would have ever even thought of. I mean, when you're not cool, like me, it's hard to think of how someone will be cool. And so when he came in and was so cool, we were just like, I don't know what he's doing or how he's being so cool, but we need to have it. And so we got it.
It worked well. The chemistry was incredible. And also, the bots. You're just a lean, mean, killer machine.
Somewhat.
What did you do to get into this kind of shape and mood?
Not much. I was very unhealthy, and just by becoming minusculely more healthy, I lost a lot of weight. That's how badly I ate beforehand. But yeah, it really wasn't that hard. I was never that big growing up. I kind of gained a lot of weight, and now I've kind of gone back to my natural form, I think.
You stick to that regimen now? Is this pretty much going to be the stay healthy?
No, probably not. I'll balloon.
One last question. You don't do sequels, I'm trying to remember a sequel you've done. Are you going to, is there a second installment possible, or for The Green Hornet, will it be a second installment?
We don't know yet. We're open to it, but we have a lot of other new ideas also, and honestly, it seems at times more appealing to kind of pursue a new endeavor than go back to an old one. But that being said, I mean, we're definitely open to it. We really enjoy doing it, and it's making a lot of money, so it's something that we're definitely open to.
We're looking forward to it.
Yes.
Seth, thank you so much. Listen, you know what? What do you want? I'm going to play a song here. What's your favorite? I died to know. What's your favorite music?
I like rap, and I think in honor of being in Asia and a rap fan, play some Wu-Tang Clan.
All right. Thank you very much, Seth.